While there are benefits to having set tangible goals in your journey, there are times that they're more harmful than beneficial, and the end of the year is one of those times. So in this episode, you're going to learn how to do an end of year check-in and plan for next year without having to set any goals. Hey mama, welcome to the Tough Love Mom Podcast. I know you're here because you're ready to get consistent and finally lose that weight, and you're not afraid of a little tough love. You know what to do to lose weight, but following through on those things feels impossible. You wish you could just feel like your strong, confident self again and want to be a good example for your little ones, but you get thrown off by mom guilt and the unpredictability of motherhood. It's frustrating. Taking on your journey postpartum is hard, but it's not impossible. Hey, I'm Liz, and I've been where you are. I gained a lot of weight in my pregnancies, 90 pounds and then 60 pounds. I needed to lose that weight to take control of my health and honestly just wanted to feel like myself again. With a sustainable approach to weight loss, simple consistency, and working on my mindset, I lost it all in just over a year both times, and I'm here to help you do the same. I believe that we have an ingrained ability to figure out what we need to do, make it happen, and do it in a way that awes the world. If you're ready to stop falling off the wagon, create solid routine and healthy habits, and finally feel your best inside and out, all while enjoying dino nuggets on your salad, you are in the right place. We're about to transform your journey, my friend. Get pumped up. It is tough love time. Okay, have you ever gotten to the end of the year, maybe you're here right now, and you're like, what happened to all the progress that I made through the summer? Like, I felt like I was getting somewhere, and now it's like I went back to where I was at the beginning of the year. Like, I lost it all, the scale, my habits, how I feel, it's all out the window. This problem, this struggle, is super common. It's very, very common. I've experienced it in the past. And I think a lot of moms face this tail end piece of the year because this last part of the year can throw us off track if we go through the year only focused on the outcome, only focused on this end goal that we're working towards. And that's what's wrong with goal setting and the way so many moms and honestly just so many people in general approach their journey. That's what's wrong with it. We choose a number or an end date and spend the day-to-day of our journeys focused on that endpoint, focused on this outcome, which is far off. You want to get the scale to a certain number or stay perfect in your habits for this many weeks. While you still can and will achieve results this way, it leaves a ton of room for frustration, for the need for perfection, and leaves a lot of room for guilt along the way towards that goal. So instead of having this outcome focus, this keeping your eyes only on the destination, only on where you want to get, focus on the process, become process focused. And this might mean for you not setting goals, but instead choosing day-to-day things to focus on. What I teach here is starting points and stepping stones because that's the simplest way to stay focused on the process, on the day-to-day, and on being flexible so you can continue to show up consistently. A process-focused approach does not allow room for frustration, perfection, or guilt to take over because the process focus allows you to respond to the nuances of each day instead of facing these, random circumstances that come up and freezing and going, I don't know what to do with this. I'm frustrated. I'm overwhelmed. I'm trying to be perfect in my journey, but I can't because XYZ is going on. When you're focused on the process in the day-to-day habits, doing it one at a time, you know that you're showing up as best you can that day versus comparing how you're showing up on a really hard day a few months down the road to your motivation fueled and excited day one back in January. Like, those are two totally separate days. They're two totally separate feelings. They're two totally separate sets of circumstances. And when you're only focused on the outcome, you're going to end up comparing those days. You're going to get frustrated with yourself, and it's not worth it. It is not worth going through your journey in that way. So if you're tired of feeling frustration on those days that you don't show up to the level that you could in your journey back in January, or if you're sick of relying on motivation to try to show up and it just isn't showing up for you, because girl, I don't feel motivated many days either. And if you're ready to switch your focus from the scale and from being perfect in your journey to a sustainable lifelong process that feels doable and not overwhelming, even on the days when motherhood's just taken over and it's difficult, then you need to learn how to successfully implement and master your starting point, and then each stepping stone that comes after that. You'll have me and the accountability of other clients if you decide to start Starting Point School on December 29th when the doors open, if you decide to join us. So if you want more information on that, get yourself on the wait list at startingpointschool.co, because in that, we'll be taking this approach, this step-by-step, one habit at a time, actually sustainable, frustration-free process. Doors will open Thursday and they will close on January 7th. So get on the wait list, make sure that you get all the information you need, and let's get going. I will see you in there. Before you go, thank you for spending this time with me on the Tough Love Mom podcast. If this episode encouraged you in any way, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a review letting me know how this show has impacted you. Then send this episode to another mom friend, or take a screenshot, post it on social media, and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me on this journey to impact thousands of moms. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you, sister. Until next time, get after it.